So this video is going to be a complete cryptocurrency video for beginners. In this video, we're going to talk about what is a cryptocurrency or what is a Bitcoin. We're going to talk about how is cryptocurrency different from today's fiat currency like your rupees, dollars, and finally, what you must know before actually investing in a cryptocurrency. What's up everyone, my name is Nikhil and I'm a 27-year-old working and living in Dubai. And in this channel, we talk everything about money, career, productivity and multiple things around this particular aspect. So if you're someone who's new to this channel, do consider subscribing to watch more of the future videos. Also, let's try and hit at least 25 likes for this particular video. It definitely helps me with the YouTube algorithm and keeps motivating me to create more content for you guys. So if you find this video valuable, do hit the like button for me, and without any further ado, let's get on with the video. Now before we get into understanding what cryptocurrency is, I would want to make you first understand how the current banking system works. Now let's say that I want to transfer to you 2 lakh rupees. Now for me to do this, first I need your account number. Then I need to reach out to my bank saying that I need to transfer this particular amount to your account. My bank will do a little bit of verification process and then it will reach out to your bank. Again, a little bit of verification processes will be there, and finally the amount gets credited to your account. Now in between this entire process, there are multiple people involved and there are multiple steps involved. So this entire process is regulated by the banks, and the bank is a central government body which authorizes the entire transaction. Now there are a couple of drawbacks in this particular case. The very first one being time waste. Now let's say that I want to transfer money but today is a public holiday. The bank is not operating. So I will have to wait for the next operating day when the bank is actually working, and only then my amount will get transferred. Second is the service fee or the exchange fee. Now for example, you are staying in US, I am in India. Now I want to transfer this money or that rupees 2 lakhs from India to US. First I'll have to convert the rupees to dollars, that is one, so there will be an exchange fee. And second, because I'm transferring this amount to US, there will be a service fee as well. So I have to pay a service fee and an exchange fee to the bank. And third, being that the banking system can get manipulated because it is not transparent. There have been issues in the past, or there have been cases in the past where the banking system have failed as well. So the entire system is not very transparent. Now because the current banking system does have few drawbacks, that led to starting of a new currency model, which is a cryptocurrency. Now if I have to explain you cryptocurrency in the most simplest manner, it is basically a decentralized virtual currency that offers secure global transactions quickly without any third-party manipulation. Now let me explain that to you. Now when I'm saying decentralized, it means that there is no central body or there is no central authority. Now for example, in case of rupees, you have the RBI. RBI governs all the rupees in India. So in case of cryptocurrency, there is no central authority that governs this. Now when I'm saying virtual currency, it is a digital currency. So the images that you see of a Bitcoin or the Dogecoin or Ethereum, these are images which are given to that particular currency. These are not currencies in physical form. Next, secure global transaction. Now because the entire model is built in such a way that it is completely transparent, there is no loophole over here. So the entire transaction is very secured and it is transparent as well. Now next, being quickly. Now in case of cryptocurrency, you can actually send cryptos from one person to another within seconds or within minutes. You do not have to wait for a bank, or you do not have to wait for the next operating day when the bank is actually working. And finally, no third-party manipulation. Now because there is no central body involved, there is no manipulation involved. So now I hope you have understood what cryptocurrency is. Now let me explain to you how cryptocurrency is transferred from one person to another as compared to the current banking system. Now let's take an example of a Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is just one of the cryptocurrencies. There are thousands of different cryptocurrencies out there. So let's say that I want to transfer Bitcoin worth 2 lakh rupees to your account. First I'll take your ID and then I'll likely transfer the Bitcoin from my wallet to your wallet. The entire transaction happens maybe within minutes or maybe even within seconds. Now when this transaction happens, it needs to be accounted for. In any currency, there needs to be a book or there needs to be a document stating that I have transferred this much amount of cryptocurrencies or this much amount of money to you. So it's natural, right? It needs to be accounted for. In case of a fiat currency, you have the banks which are regulating this. In case of a cryptocurrency, there is something called blockchain technology. So what is blockchain technology? In this, there are multiple people involved who are sitting at different places with their computers. And these people are called miners. Tomorrow, even me and you can become a Bitcoin miner if we have the software and hardware for it. Now, these softwares and hardwares are really expensive, so that is something which we'll cover in a separate video. Now, what do these miners do? Now, when I'm transferring the Bitcoin worth 2 lakh rupees to your account, there will be a transaction ID. These miners, they'll create a block with our transaction ID in it. Then they will copy all the transaction IDs from the previous block. So the new block which is there, that will have our transaction ID and all the transaction IDs from the previous block. Then they will take this block and attach it to the chain of blocks, which is your blockchain technology. So in this blockchain technology, every single transaction which has been happening from the day one has been stored in it. And because there are so many computers or there are so many miners who are involved into this, any single thing cannot be changed as well. So from the day one, every single transaction is completely transparent and you and me can see this. Now when this transaction ID is stored, it does not say that Nikhil has transferred this amount of money or amount of cryptocurrency to you. What it says is, at this particular timestamp, this much amount of Bitcoin has been transferred. So I hope you have understood what blockchain technology is. The detailed explanation is slightly more in depth, but this is just to make you understand the concept of it. So blockchain is that technology which decentralizes the entire currency. Now the question being that why are there so many miners? It's not because they're sitting jobless at home, right? Now it's because every time they verify a transaction, they get a transaction fee. And every time the block is being created, the system automatically generates and rewards them with a couple of Bitcoins. Now if you actually think about it, when did Bitcoin start? It actually started back in 2008 when the entire world was going under a global crisis. The reason at that particular time was because banks actually gave bad loans, which led to the whole world going under recession. And that's when Bitcoin was actually born, when someone named Satoshi Nakamoto actually created a concept or a monetary system which can actually function without the need of a bank. Now here's a fact for you. The first Bitcoin transaction was actually made back in 2010 when someone named Laszlo actually transferred 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. Can you imagine 10,000 Bitcoins? If you actually compare the price of 10,000 Bitcoins today, that is roughly about $556 million. Can you even imagine paying that much amount of money for 2 pizzas? Now I want to make you understand why the prices of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin or any other altcoin is actually going up. Now one of the main reasons is because last year when there was a global issue, governments actually printed trillions of dollars and put it into the system. Now even though people were quite happy that they were getting paid, but this was actually leading to inflation. When you put so much amount of money by just printing so much amount of money into the system, it is actually leading to devaluing the currency. At that time, real estate was not the best option because the real estate market also was crashing. So people naturally moved into stock market and in terms of cryptocurrency. Second main reason being that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Binance Coin, they are limited. So you have a limited supply. Now in case of Bitcoin, the maximum supply is 21 million Bitcoins. There cannot be more than 21 million Bitcoins in this world, out of which already 18 million Bitcoins have already been mined and is currently in circulation. So as the time progresses and if the demand goes up, because the supply is limited, automatically this will lead to the prices going up. And the third main reason being institutional adoption. Recently there are new institutions who are coming into picture and who are adopting cryptocurrencies. They are accepting the cryptocurrency because they know the cryptocurrency is going to be the future in this particular world. Also, governments are trying to create their own digital currency or cryptocurrencies. Now, before you actually think of investing in any cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or anything, I do want you to understand a couple of disadvantages as well. The very first reason being that it is highly volatile. Now, take the case of Bitcoin. Last week, Bitcoin was actually trending at $64,000. And today, as we are speaking, Bitcoin is actually at $54,000. So there has been a drop of $10,000. So $10,000 is roughly about 7 lakh rupees. So imagine you losing 7 lakh rupees in 1 week. Second main reason being that because it is a digital currency, there's always a possibility that it can get hacked. And third main reason being that if you're someone who is not informed regarding these cryptocurrencies, you do not know which cryptocurrency to invest, and you make a wrong decision, you will end up losing your money because there are so many cryptocurrencies today. So there are actually people making their own cryptocurrencies, and it's actually so simple that it can be created in less than 1 hour. So if you make an uninformed decision, you'll actually end up losing your money. So I hope you got a basic idea in terms of understanding what exactly is a cryptocurrency or what is a Bitcoin. Also, if you want to watch more videos of cryptocurrencies, I would recommend watching this particular video here where I talk about a cryptocurrency named Dogecoin. And this video also tells you whether you should be investing in this particular coin or not. So if you found this video valuable, do hit the like button, do subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.